Hey everybody, welcome back. How you guys doing? I'm Joey, you're watching Vegas D-Tech, and got another good one for you guys. It's August 31st, last day of the month, and I decided, you know what, I wanted to kind of close this month out with a really good report, so I decided to come out here to the Echo Bay Resort, or at one time it was the actual Marina, and as you can see right here, it is absolutely gone now. It's funny because as soon as I got out here, like it looked like a maintenance truck come flying up next to me. I'm like, oh great, this maintenance guy is gonna get on me about being, you know, in an off-limits area. Turned out just being a volunteer for park services, and he came out and he was just telling me that there's a bunch of broken glass over here and not to go in this area, or at least not to drive that way because he hasn't had time to get out here and clean it up. But then he looked at me and he goes, dude, you're that dude. I know you. D-Tech something, right? So it was just nice, man. I spoke to the individual, and he gave me all kinds of information about the history of this place right here. And yeah, man, so we're going to be going through that. So anyways, the current water level here today, last time I checked, it looked like it said it was 144.35 feet. And that was as of 7 a.m. this morning. So it looks like we're up a couple of feet from rainfall. Now, the interesting thing about this, man, is it is actually getting hotter out here, okay? Normally, as we come into the end of August and we start off into the beginning of September, generally we start seeing a little bit of a shift where the temperature's coming down and getting a little bit cooler. By mid-September, we should be out of the heat. But looking at the heat wave and the heat index for this coming up week, it doesn't appear to be that way. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at this right here, and if you could take a look at that, it's looking like more or less 111, 110, 111. They're expecting it to be 110, 111 for the remainder of this week. So it's actually getting hotter as we're supposed to be coming out of heat. And I don't know why that is, guys. I don't know if the summers are shifting. You know, I don't want to get into like conspiracy or so forth, man, but you know, this whole situation with the water going down, it's not just happening here in Nevada. It's not happening here in Lake Mead. It's happening around the world. And I'm hearing many lake systems are drying out, many river systems are drying out. And I'm going to have to get in touch with BP Earthwatch and find out from him what he thinks the situation is. Is it that, you know, is the earth tilted slightly? You know, are we actually having an issue with the magnetics of the earth, the ozone? I mean, is it climate change? What is really contributing to this? Because we're seeing all of this stuff happen all over the place, not just here. But anyways, guys, before we get into the report, if you guys could do me a kindness, if you like this style of reporting, this walk and talks out on the scene here, do me a kindness, guys. Like if you like this type of information, if you find it beneficial and useful. Please subscribe for me if you haven't done so already. It helps me to appease the old algorithm for YouTube and push these videos out onto your home screen as soon as I can get them made to you. And let's get on with this report. So looking at this, guys, take a look at this. This here, at one time, this was the bomb. Now, according to the volunteer for the park services that came out here, he said that this thing was up and operational up until 2010, actually made in 1962. You know, nice, cool little restaurant. And he was even telling me that the Rat Pack used to come out here and the marina was right below it. When I say right below it, I mean right off the back here, you could actually walk off right to the docks, and they had their party boat out here. And the Rat Pack will come out here with their party boat. They'll be docked here at the marina, party all night long, and just stay here at this, at one time it was a beautiful resort. And as you can see, the infrastructure is still out here. You know, I don't know. They've got a bunch of pipe situations out here. It looks like somebody might buy this and try to renovate it. I have no clue. I'm only speculating. I don't know what all this new stuff here is for. But my God, it's like, it's gone, you know? And when you see the water, Park Services showed me the snapshot of where the water was, and the water was just right off the back. We're gonna spin around back here and I'm gonna show you just how it looks like. Stay tuned. All right, guys, so we're going to actually start walking around the back of the building here. This is where Park Services told me to meet him, and he gave me the lowdown as to exactly what the view was, an actual overhead map of how this place looked back in, you know, the 80s, when this place was actually a live and thriving area where people actually wanted to come and enjoy themselves. So we're here in the back area of the building, and you can even see some remnants of picnic tables and stuff where they used to hang out back here. And take a look at this. Honeymoon suites, guys. These guys had the view, trust me. And when I show you the view right now, you're not going to be too happy at what you see, but these guys here had the view, right? And there's like a walkway over here. Picnic tables, man, you could just come down off in the evenings, have a nice little meal out here overlooking the water. And they had a really nice little walkway here. Sad to see this place look like this, man, but I can imagine back in the heyday just how beautiful this place actually looked. Right, so this is, we're gonna go over here. This is, he calls that the Owl's Nest. Now this place actually has signs all over it saying off limits. You know, you don't want to go trespassing in here, not allowed inside. But he did tell me that people generally still go up to the very top of this Owl's Nest for a overhead view, but I'm standing on this boardwalk right now, and I don't really trust it too much, so I'm gonna take his heat and actually not go out to it. But guys, I'm gonna spin you around. What you were going to see is going to blow your mind, okay? Right out in front of me, literally, right out in front of me, was all water, dude. And this is what the view of this place looks like now. Yep. Boat ramp, boat launch. This was the actual walkway that you would actually walk right out to the marina. And see this little walkway right here? At the very end of this, right there, that's where the marina was. Okay, now check this out. I'm gonna pan around, boom. See all that white? That's where the water was, and the marina was right there. All this. The Rat Pack, man, had their boats, their party boats parked right here. They could party out here and just come right back in and chill over here. That's back in the day. And this is what's left of it, guys. Now, I asked this guy, I said, when was the last time that you actually saw water? Because that's where the beginning of the water is, over here. He said the last time that he actually saw water near here was, he said, 2 to 3 years ago. 2 years ago, he actually mentioned that right here where the dirt at the end of the ramp, he actually says water was right there 2 years ago, because they knew they had to get to the other side over here, and this was all washed out and muddy, and the water was actually right there. So from 2 years, the water has left from there and gone way back down. Then I said, well, where's the actual marina at? He goes, marina's gone. I said, how come they didn't bother to push it out? He goes, nobody was coming out here no more. This place dried up. Honeymoon suites were over. This place, it was over 2010. They shut this down. Marina was gone, and what's left of the marina is back around the corner, and they just basically took everything to the landfill and threw it away. So no more marina out here. Sad, man. But I'm gonna get you guys out here. We're gonna come take a look. There's actually some dirt roads. We're gonna try to get out here and bring you right to where the water is there. So let's go, guys. All right, guys, so we're on the very back side of the Echo Bay Resort. And this right here, guys, that's the actual bird's nest up there where they said that you could actually get up there and have a nice view of the entire lake. Where I'm at right now, this was where the actual water ramp was at, right in here. So right here was actually where the water started. Okay, this is all according to what the Park Services told me, okay? That, here you go, boat safety. And this right here, guys, was where the actual water started. right? And all these guys had an actual beautiful view right here, man. The water was just right outside their window. So you come out here, water right here. And what do you see here now? There's just nothing but desolateness. Yeah, so it's just sad to see, man, that this thing here, I can imagine back in the heyday, back in the 80s, this thing was absolutely wonderful. The water would actually pull right up to here. You could just back your boat up right here. The marina would be parked right here. And what do we have today? We got a fish cleaning area. So I guess if you still want to come out here and clean your fish, that's still available right here. But man, interesting history here. The owner of eBay, okay, he actually wanted to name his company, actually his company's name was Echo Bay when it first started. And he wanted to license the echobay.com URL, but he couldn't do it because why? The Echo Bay URL was already used. All right, guys, so we actually left the actual resort and drove all the way down through this dirt road, and we've come down to this dead boat launch. It's actually beautiful. And yeah, let's just take a look at this Echo Bay boat launch. I'm gonna bring you right into the water down here, and it's just a shame, man, that, you know, they make all of this foundation, man. This is actual, you know, concrete, man. They put a lot of money into this foundation to try to keep these boat ramps open. And I guess they never foresaw the water just going away. But just take a look at these gradients here, man. Can you see them out there? Just how it's just gradient, gradient, gradient all along here. And you could just see the water cut, man. The water cut. From all the way up here where this white rock is, man, how it just drops all the way down, down, down. I mean, just nothing happening out here anymore, you know? And like I said, this is the backside of the lake. Hoover Dam, the marina, all that stuff is on the other side of the lake, all the way around, probably a good 60 miles around the backside, going back around. And we're on this side over here. I've never, ever been out this way. And it does absolutely look wonderful, but the whole 110-degree heat, they can keep that. But let's get out here to the water and see what's really going on. Just take a look at all these berms where they just keep pushing all the dirt out here to build these berms up. I know they didn't want to lose this launch, man. This is a lot of structure out here to have to just give up. It's not going to be used anymore. You know what I mean? I know millions of dollars at least, you know, had to be put into these ramps, because these ramps are not dirt. These are actual. Look at this. It's like it's got these little ripples in it, you know, concrete, man. And you could just see here that they tried to salvage and keep this for as long as possible, but the water just keeps moving so fast it becomes a futile attempt to try to keep up with the water loss. And everywhere you go, this is all you're going to see, more and more of this. So guys, if this isn't, you know, the irony of Beauty and the Beast, here's what it is. Back behind me at one day was the heyday of Echo Bay Marina and the mighty Echo Bay boat launch, and the amazing amount of people, the stars, the celebrities that would come out here and spend their time. And this is what we've been left to. This little teeny piece of nothing that nobody can even come out to anymore. This is all that's left. See here? This is what they use at Hemingway Harbor when they dredge out the water. They keep on moving these metal plates like this deeper and deeper into the water. And the actual trailers and trucks, they will actually back their boats out onto this. And then normally the water will hit this and they can just let their boats float away. But as you can see, that was a futile situation. They just gave up on that. This is sitting here. You got actual concrete structure there. They spent the money for this infrastructure, man, and just, it's over. It's over now. I mean, there's a beauty to this, man, but it's a beauty at a cost of the water drying up and running away. You could hear donkey fights going on out here all the time, and it scares the hell out of you because the donkeys are literally on like the other side of this berm, and there'll be like 3 or 4 of them fighting over one female, man, and they just go off like it's a straight up fight, man. You would swear to God that these things are gonna come flying over the hill here. Wild donkeys. But here we are, guys. Look at this puddle. I'm talking about a major marina, bro. This is it. This is what's left. Look. Guys, I don't know if a picture, they say a picture, you know, serves 1,000 words, but what does a video show? All of that, man. This was all water gone. And all I see down here now are just minnows and tadpoles. Look at this. This is literally 5 inches deep. Huh? You guys tell me, man, is this just absolutely sad? What do you guys think? Is this just absolutely beautiful to take a look at this right here? I mean, this water is like crystal clear, man. Crystal clear, just drifting off into beautiful blueness. Look at that, crystal clear, straight off into the blueness. It's beautiful out here, guys. I don't know. I mean, yeah, we need water back, man, but if we did get water, we would lose all of this little terracing right here. But yeah, it's just, you know, until you actually get out here and actually take a look at this stuff for yourself and actually see where this water is right up front and personal, it never really hits you as to what water loss really looks like. This didn't happen overnight. This was over 20 years that this stuff happened here. And they say that we've got 20 more feet to go by this time next year. Imagine that. All right, so I'm out here now using the Canon, and I want to give you a little bit of a nice panorama with the zoom action here. Let's take a look at what's left of this boat launch where we're at. It looks terrible from back here, man, but I'm going to spin you around, and this is actually very beautiful. Like I said, man, it's beauty at the expense of water loss, and it's the irony of it, guys. But let me spin you around here and show you what I'm seeing. All I can hear, man, is fish just splashing around out here in the water. They're just out there, man. If you have a pole and you got a rod and you flick your rod out there, you are going to definitely catch fish, man, because I just hear them splashing all around this cove. But, man, words can't just put it into place. You know, words can't give you any more descriptive. My words can't give you any more description as to what you see up here when you take a look up here on this rock and you see all that white. And to think that every bit of this, we should be under at least 60 to 80 feet of water right now, you know? But it sure the heck is beautiful, isn't it? Well, I just heard some fish over there. give you some pan out here. Absolutely beautiful. Still got the power generators out there with the navigational buoys. Navigation markers. We still got them out there. But yeah, man. Just take a look at that. All that water loss. Now I'm going to spin you around to this side of the cove. Remnants of the marina. They got a whole bunch of these just scattered all throughout, from here all the way up to the resort. Now let me show you where the resort is. So here's the bottom of the actual cove. And then all the way out there, above that umbrella, way up there, that's actually where the resort is. And to think that the water used to be just right in front of that. Right? You think that the water used to be right in front of that? And then the guy told me, like, up to 3 years ago, the water was just right there where the grass is right there. 2 to 3 years ago. And then now, it's all the way down to here. Can't even see the resort anymore, man. You know what I mean? All that whiteness, guys, is how much the water is left. And they say 20 more feet by July of next year, guys. What is this place going to look like with 20 more feet of water loss? Can't imagine.